Welcome to the Bull and Bear Show, episode number 31. I'm your host, Rich from Rich TV Live, and I'm here with Blayze. How you doing, Blayze?
What's up, brother?
Hey, man, I'm excited to see you just a couple days before Christmas. Want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. Hope you're enjoying this holiday season, and it's been a fantastic year in the world of crypto. It's been a fantastic year for some stocks. It's been not such a fantastic year for a lot of other things like oil and small caps, which have struggled across the board. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about your top 10. We're going to do a one-on-one with Blayze. I'm going to have a link in the description of this video where you can go directly to Blayze and you can subscribe to his channel. And we're going to be finding out more about Blayze today. So we're going to go over all the topics that are trending for the week. And then we're going to talk to Blayze about his story. So I'm excited to hear your story today, Blayze. I'm excited to do this, and let's get this show started. What do you think?
I love it. I'm on the other side finally.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Sometimes you're doing the interviewing. Sometimes you're being interviewed. That's just the way it works.
Exactly.
All right. Well, let's get started with our first topic here. So this is the first topic right here. Let's take a look at this. So the first topic is the thing that everyone's been talking about in the crypto world, Bitcoin spot ETF approval to be a buy the rumor, buy the news event, not sell the news, but buy the news. Do you agree with that? What do you think?
I do agree with it. I think it's going to be more of a rumor than direct news. Simply because, the SEC likes to tangle with people and take their time with things. So I definitely believe that, the ETFs are going to become more of a rumor at first to get it popular,
Yeah, because typically what happens with a lot of investments, we have a buy the rumor where people buy it in advance, which is exactly what's happening.
Yeah, they're gonna buy it by the rumor all day.
And then as soon as the Bitcoin spot ETFs get approved, they're going to sell that day on the news, and then they're out. That's what's called buy the rumor.
90% of the people on the planet buy a rumor. You know what I mean? They buy it.
They
hear a rumor and they buy it.
And then they sell the news. And in this situation,
they sell it before they sell the news.
Yeah, they're predicting here that they're going to buy the rumor and then buy the news. So it's going to be buy the rumor, and then once the ETFs get approved, it will be a buy the news event. Now I'm going to show you why. Take a look at this. Pretty awesome article, actually.
Yeah, I was reading a little bit about that one. I honestly think, Rich, that this is going to be such a big thing that they're going to have no other choice but to buy the news. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's exciting time to be in the crypto world. And this is
because the rumor, they want the rumor to pump it up.
Well, this is a time where fortunes can be made, right? So
Right.
This is what Credible Crypto said on X, formerly Twitter. He says, won't be sell the news. ETFs will be buy with cash only. They can't use existing Bitcoin to put into an ETF. So they need to buy new Bitcoin. So the money that flows into these ETFs is going to go to physically buy new Bitcoin, which is going to technically take the price higher, because as that money flows into the companies and these ETFs, they're going to take it, they're going to buy Bitcoin to hold on their balance sheets, and that's going to make those companies very valuable, and then it's going to protect the investors' money, and it's going to take the price of Bitcoin higher because all these ETFs are going to be buying Bitcoin all at the same time. He also then says they can't use existing Bitcoin to put into an ETF. They need to buy new ones. The first ETF with the most liquidity will win. They all want to win and get a lot of customers. So then there will be a race to get the most customers. And that's what's going to drive the price of Bitcoin higher. What do you think about that? Do you agree with that?
I think absolutely. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to buy a new product, right? And that's how it goes. So with this happening, there's going to be tons of Bitcoin bought. And it's got nowhere to go, but those candles are just going to keep on sitting near each other, going up a little bit, and then another one's going to form. then another one, and then another one. And eventually it's going to hit that peak where we expected it to hit, by the end of next year.
This is the 1 month chart. So you can see that Bitcoin's gone from 36,000 to 43,800 in a month. Now, if we look at the 3 month chart on Bitcoin, you can see a clear trend here up where Bitcoin's gone from 29,000 to 43,000.
I did tell you 2 weeks ago that there was going to be a plateau of about 44 grand, and I'm right on the nose.
Yeah, and then if you look at the 6 month chart, you can see we've gone from 25,000 to 43,000. And then if you look at the 1 year chart, you can see we've gone from 16,000 to 43,800. So it's got a very nice trend in the right direction if you're an investor in Bitcoin and in cryptos. And this is driving the entire crypto world, and fortunes are starting to become very normal. Fortunes are being made in crypto. I'm hearing about it every day, and it's becoming normal, not necessarily just in Bitcoin, but more in like smaller coins. People are buying and taking risks in smaller coins, and some of them are getting lucky, and because some are starting to pop, and people are making small fortunes. I know we were speaking to one of our friends, Chris, and he mentioned that he has a friend of his that put like a few grand into a very small coin, and it popped, and he made $960,000 in like a very short period of time. So this is very exciting. So I want to get into you now, Blayze. I want to ask you your first question here. So who is Blayze? Why don't you tell us a little bit about who is Blayze and, your story?
Well, I mean, originally Blayze was a lost soul, I got on social media because my wife passed away, and I needed some kind of, getaway, you know what I mean? Out of my mind.
I totally understand. Sorry.
So Blayze, basically, who am I and where the name come from? We'll do that. How's that? The name.
Well, no. Like the nickname is another question I'm going to ask you. So
okay.
when I ask you who am I want
because
to know more just like
basically
your history in broadcasting.
Who am I and where the name came from, it kind of fit together. But we'll answer that later. Okay.
Yeah, because I have that later, but I want to know like your background. I came
to social media
specifically
to get out, to vent and do things, and keep my mind off things. And I ended up running into a lot of people with the same problems I had, and it became like a support system to me. And then I started liking broadcasting, and I'm like, whoa, let me talk about the good and the bad, because not everything's good. One race, human race, that's my words. I believe in equality, unity, everybody's equal. So I took my beliefs and I went hard with it, and went from being a regular dad to a social media star, and I needed it. It's not because I really wanted it in the beginning, Rich. I learned it, and then I ended up needing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because
I need all you guys. You're all great. Boom.
We live in a world now where you can literally just turn on your phone, and then you can be in front of.
Isn't that great?
People all over the world, right? So it's a pretty interesting.
Look at you. You're in Vancouver, and I'm in the tip of Florida. So we're kind of in a diagonal at the very far tip,
Yeah.
From each other,
And, we talk every single day, and you broadcast every day, and I broadcast every day. And, we intermingle and do shows like this on a weekly basis now.
Right.
And I'm
3
excited
hours difference.
And I'm excited about the future, and I'm excited about, the relationships that we have, within Canada and the United States, and how there's so much opportunity right now for investors and for people that are able to think outside the box. If you can learn to think outside the box and just be a little bit different, this is a little bit of a different world that we're entering, where literally fortunes can be made with small amounts of money by you simply having the knowledge of learning about small stocks that could explode, or small cryptos that could explode, that could turn small amounts of money into large amounts of money. This is what's happening. You can also make investments into Bitcoin, which obviously I'm, full disclosure, a holder of Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana and other coins, Ripple, but I'm not telling you guys to buy any of these coins. I'm not telling you guys to buy any stocks. We're not telling you what to do. We're investors just like you guys. But what we want to do is we want to educate you and make you aware of everything that's happening, everything that's trending 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in the market. And I love the fact that we're able to do this. And, we do it together on another app called LiveMe, where Blayze has how many fans do you have online? Over 700,000?
Nice. So I have 702,800.
Yeah. So 700,000 fans on one app. So he's literally the most popular person, or one of the top 5 most popular people on this entire app. So that's a huge amount of influence and people and community that you've been able to build and inspire and grow. And I enjoy being a part of it. So I think, I've told you this before, that when I go on that app, I only look for a few people, and you're one of them, that I only join a few broadcasts. And you're one of those broadcasts that I literally look for. And when you're not live, I'm actually disappointed. I'm like, yo, where's Blayze? Why is he not live? I've actually asked you multiple times, like, yo, why aren't you live? You're like, yo, I'll be live in half an hour. And then, you're literally live all the time. So I'm just like, sometimes I'm just busting your balls, but you put in the work, man.
The question of popularity, when you talk about popularity, I took another baby account just to prove that my popularity is pretty good. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back or nothing, but I think I am the most popular person on that app. And by using a mini account, I could still fill a 12 beam starting brand new. Everybody finds me, even with a different name.
Yeah, because you can run the best beams. And that's why I think you have great broadcasting and leadership and interview skills. And it's great that I think you're getting more into all the other forms of social media, so that you can take that skill set and grow and expand, right? So I want to ask you about this next topic here.
You got me into that.
I'm glad that I did. Like, I want to talk about this next topic on the screen here. So smart contract tokens Solana and Avalanche surge. So Solana and Avalanche, 2 cryptocurrencies, have been absolutely on fire. We've talked about it a lot. I've had them on my top 10s every month. I've been telling you guys about them. They're starting to close in on Binance and Ethereum. Do you think there's a chance that Solana or Avalanche or both could pass Binance and Ethereum, or Binance or Ethereum, in market cap?
Okay, so basically, Solana is the Ethereum and Avalanche is the Binance. So Solana is ahead of Binance in my book. Binance is not trusted when people make tokens to them. 90% of those tokens are rug pulls, because Binance charges you like a fraction of the price of what Ethereum charges you to open up a new token. So with that being said, Solana is going to not be like Binance. They're going to charge a certain amount, or they're going to go free at some points. So that's a tricky company when it comes to beating Ethereum. I don't think they can beat Ethereum like pound for pound, but could they 5x before Ethereum double X's? Yeah, they could. I still think Ethereum's the ruler of the 3 of those. They have no chance in the world to pass Bitcoin. Sorry to say that about the Avalanche and Solana family, but Ethereum, they're going to have a hard time. The only one that has actually a shot is Solana, but can they pass Binance? Yes, absolutely.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, Binance is in trouble with Solana coming.
Okay.
I promise you that. I'm not telling anybody to buy anything. I'm saying my opinion, and I firmly believe it because I love Solana. I mean, I rebought Solana at $18 in the beginning of the year. So, let's go Solana.
Hey, you know what? I own some Solana, and I wish I had more, but a small amount has turned into like a decent amount of money because it's gone up 10 times. So it's been
it's going to go up more. It's going to go up more. So, I mean, your small amount, this is where you started small, and you're going to end up hitting big. And, I don't believe Avalanche actually, like, they're kind of copying Solana. They're trying to be like Solana in this case, but they won't be. If anybody falls, it'll be Avalanche, But so do I like that they're showing up? Yes, because there's one more that you didn't have on there. That Tron blockchain is going to look good too.
Very nice. And I'm excited to hear about your top 10 today, and we're going to get into that. But the next question I have for you is, why did you start trading?
Because of this guy, they call his screen name. He's from where you're from in Canada.
From Vancouver.
2017, begging me to take my $10,000 prize I won broadcasting and turn it into 20 Bitcoin.
Oh.
And dude, he was like my friend, like a brother to me. But the thing is, Bitcoin in 2017, people are like, oh, that's shady and this and that. And I'm like, oh. When that thing did what Fire God said, he said it was going to hit 50 grand, Rich, when it was $500.
Wow.
He guaranteed it. He put his
Wow.
life on it to me. And that's when I should have said, you know what, everything I got into Bitcoin, one of my best friends I grew up with, Lou, started buying it at 25 bucks a coin.
Wow.
I didn't even, like, you know what it is, having kids and a family? You can't take from mouths to put in an investment. And at the time, I couldn't take out of their mouth. But
I understand.
2018 rolled around. I'm like, okay, let me look into this stuff. And Bitcoin went down dramatically. I'm like, okay, 2019, I started fishing through Robinhood, and I saw Dogecoin. Why is this 0.002 token on here? I took a stab at it, hit big, and that was it for me, man. Dogecoin is the way I started out. But I knew about investing, and I should have done it 2 years earlier. That's why when your friends get good information,
started a little bit
you gotta
earlier.
listen. I'm really not happy about it, but I wish I could have told you I started in 2017 and have 10,000 Bitcoin right now, But it was the meme token, Bitcoin's baby token. Basically, Dogecoin did good because Bitcoin did good, and then people were buying Doge on their own. So if you put 2 and 2 together, it blew up. So that's what started me. Yep.
All right. Well, you know what? I love hearing everybody's trading journey. And I know I've been in trading in crypto since 2017 as well. So seems like that was the year that a lot of us got into crypto. And I feel like this is going to be the year 2023, 7 years later, where a whole new world of investors are going to get into crypto. And I think that's going to really drive the prices higher. So I think this is a great time to really start positioning ourselves into crypto. Now, let's get into this next topic here. The SEC, which is the Securities and Exchange Commission, tells spot Bitcoin ETF hopefuls to make final changes by year end. So this is being reported by many sources. Many are saying these Bitcoin ETFs will be approved by January 10th. It's December 23rd. We're like 17 days away from Bitcoin spot ETFs being approved, which there are 13 of them being approved. And if all 13 get approved or get approved around January 10th, that means millions of dollars is going to go immediately into the price of Bitcoin because they need to start buying Bitcoin for their customers.
Billions.
What do you think about that, Blayze? What is that going to do to the price, buddy?
Billions of dollars are going into Bitcoin. Not millions, billions.
Correct.
Multi-billion. Because Bitcoin's at $800 billion. Its potential was 1.2 trillion, right? That's without ETFs. That's without BlackRock. That's without JP Morgan. That's without all these people. That's without me and you. It was 1.2 trillion. The whole entire crypto market during the bear run was only 1.2 trillion altogether, every token together. So at one point, Bitcoin had a bigger market cap than the whole entire crypto did for the past year. Okay? So when they told them they need to make the corrections now because not everybody's getting in. That's my opinion. There's people that have loopholes, so they said that because they're giving them an opportunity to go back in their work and make sure everything in the fine print is correct. Because there's going to be 8 and there's going to be 5, or there's going to be 9 and there's going to be 4 out of the 13 that are not going. That are not going to get approved because they probably don't have it as good as, the bigger companies have it, I don't think everybody gets in. If they do, I'll be surprised. But they're giving that out to give an excuse later on. We told them to revise and make sure everything's tight, right? They gave them a heads up, right, Rich? So now they have an opportunity to say, well, we gave them a heads up and they failed.
Interesting. That's an interesting.
So they're going to get, it's a setup. It's a setup. Anytime you give something like that, you want to get something back later. They gave them a heads up, letting them know that people made mistakes in those applications.
But I think
it's a good move by the SEC, by the way. I like it.
Well, there's 13 of them, right?
Yeah.
And what I've heard is that they are going to be approving a whole bunch all at the same time. so that there's no favoritism shown. So it's not fair to BlackRock if, you know, ARK gets it before them, because then ARK has an ability to get more customers. So I think what they're going to do is they might approve like 3 or 5 or 8 or all of them all at the same time, so that everyone has a fair shot. This is kind of what I'm hoping anyways.
Okay, they already have a fair shot. The application. They have a fair shot and a fair warning. Okay? So there's their fair shot. So whoever they decide got their fair chance and accomplished it. BlackRock is getting in. No matter what.
Well, yeah, BlackRock is getting it for sure.
Okay,
I think ARK, which is
so people should start thinking. People should start thinking. BlackRock is king. You think if they're going to approve, BlackRock's going to get hit. So they're going to hit it. So focus on BlackRock. Never mind all those little piddly customers underneath. Forget about them. For real. That's what I really, honestly, go where success is. There ain't not one company out there that's holding the type of money BlackRock's holding. After they get their hands on Bitcoin, they're going to be holding enough money to buy whole countries.
Yeah, I like that.
And everybody who buys with them are going to be happy because.
Blayze?
Yep.
So my next question for you is, yeah, I can hear you. What's your scariest moment as an investor? Anything that went wrong, like an investment that went wrong, or maybe just getting into crypto the first time, making an investment that just, you know, got you nervous.
You know what, bro? It was the point when Shiba went to 5-0, 6-0. No, it was 5 zeros and a 3-4, and then it crashed hard. And I had a lot of it, and I had the faith in it, and the thing came back, and it hit 4 zeros and an 8. I mean, mega money made. That was originally my scariest moment. But remember what I told you when a good friend gives me advice and I went away from it, and I had a childhood friend and a new friend that was like a brother to me with Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
In investing, my scariest moments when Chris told me you should get a couple pandas, and they were only $240 at the time. I didn't listen. I didn't listen.
For sure.
So the scary moment to me is me considering you guys my closest friends, right? Like the other guys. Yeah. And once again, I didn't put my mind into the focus of it like I should have. I felt it, but I wasn't ready for it. But that was scary of the fact that, look, this guy, his family's gold, man. What, you stupid? You know what I mean? Come on. That scares me when I can't see something in front of my face, but I can see it way down the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? There's other things I like to invest in, something like way down the, you know what I mean? Not.
Yeah, I mean, we were able to get into some of those pandas, but I mean, I know some of us got into this. I got a couple, and
it's not the project itself, Rich. You said the scariest moment in investing.
Yeah,
it's not the project. It's that I didn't hear my friend out.
Yeah, you didn't listen.
I didn't listen 100% because I should have bought 40 or 50 of them at that price.
Yeah, I understand.
I should have done with Christian. I should have. Look, it ain't gonna happen again. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, well,
that was scary. It was scary.
That's how we learn, right? That's how we learn. I always tell myself that as an investor, whenever something goes wrong, it's like, how do I learn? I learn from these tough moments, because those tough moments, they build something inside of you, so that the next time you see that situation, you're like, okay, I've been through this before. This is how I have to navigate it. And even like through 2 other crypto bull runs that I've been through, this is the 3rd time, and it's the most I'm confident in it, because it's my 3rd time seeing it. The first time was like, whoa, okay, was that just luck? The second time was like, I didn't believe it, and then it happened, and I was like, oh my God, it happened in my face, and I had 2 Bitcoin, and I sold at 10,000, and now they're at 69,000 6 months later, and it really hurt. And then this time, it's like, okay, I'm ready for this. Like this time, I'm ready. Like I know this is coming. I have no doubt in my mind. I'm gonna benefit from this. I'm not missing this. You know, so it's completely changed from the first time being not really knowing anything and just kind of being there, watching it happen, to the second time not expecting that it would actually happen again, and then it did, kind of doubting it, like owning it and still believing in it, but not enough where I wanted to hold it. I would sell it, because I didn't think it was going to make that type of move to 69, and it did. So that's why now it's like I truly believe it's going to at least 100.
How do you think I felt when I hit 69? I'm like, oh, what did Joel tell me? Like, dude, he guaranteed me, bro. I know. The kid was in my beam, bro, and looked me in my eyes, bro.
Wow.
I'm your friend. Listen to me. That's what scares me. Chris is my friend.
Let's get into this next topic.
That's the scariest moment.
Fox Business this week says firms feel confident that the SEC will approve the spot Bitcoin ETFs after January 8th. So despite previous rejections and delays, financial firms anticipate a favorable decision from the SEC following discussions slated for this January. Do you think there's anything that could go wrong here at this point? It seems like everything is saying this is going to happen.
Okay. Well,
can anything go wrong here?
Fox does it. You know what? A lot of people aren't fans of Fox, but they didn't really stand me wrong all the time. Look, Fox, when they talk like that, they get information. They pay for it. Okay.
Yeah, like they want to make sure that they're right about this, right?
Right. They want to be the first ones to say it, and I think they paid pretty penny to find out what's going on. I'm not accusing anybody of really that. I'm just saying that's using my own imagination or my own phrase of how I feel about what happened. When Fox says something like that, it's money. I don't think anything's going to go wrong with this simply because the SEC is in jeopardy of being completely stripped apart and redone. And if you screw BlackRock over on this, you're probably all going to be finding new jobs.
Yeah, and if Trump comes in there, he's going to clean the house.
That's exactly Trump's boys, but think about it.
He's going to be cleaning house anyways.
Trump's got a lot of money in BlackRock, trust me.
Oh, I bet. BlackRock's an amazing stock, too.
Right. He wants them to have Bitcoin. He wants to strip the SEC down. Come on. This is giving excuses. If you fail here, Trump's going to come in and just say, you guys are all done. We're starting over. And he can do it. The president of the United States can do that.
Blayze, what's your most exciting moment?
When my two sons were born.
As an investor.
Oh, that was an investment, a family. I invested into a family and my two sons were born. That was my most exciting outside of making money investment. But I have to say that I'm a dad. You know that.
That's great.
My most exciting moments were winning a Keno ticket for $4,000 and putting it on Dodge and watching it on my birthday, May 7th, start going to the moon.
Wow.
Couldn't believe it. Could not, bro, not even a penny. Okay. Not even a penny per share turned into 77 cents per share, per token.
Wow.
My heart was going like that, dude. You don't even understand. I've never seen that much profit generated that quick off a short investment.
Wow.
It was the most amazing May of my life.
Well, hey, listen, man, those as an investor, those are the things we dream of, right? Like getting into an investment that just skyrockets. It's like one of the best things ever. Bitcoin's more of like a steady growth, which is nice, but it would be nice to get into something like you've been involved in, like Shiba Inu, where you get in early, or Doge, where you get in early, and they just absolutely go up like thousands.
Well, Shiba was a given. I expected that with Shiba, to be honest with you. And I was pimping it out. I didn't even care. I told everybody and their mother to buy it. I did broadcasts. I did 10 broadcasts a week on it, nonstop, telling people, dude, it's the Dodge killer. You need to get involved. Buy $10 worth. And dude, somebody bought $17 worth, and they became a triple millionaire. So that's a different excitement. The excitement is coming from like not believing to actually trying it. Like a guy that never seen a ghost before, and he rags on it, and then the ghost shows up. He's like, I'm a believer now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So that's basically what happened to me.
100%. No, I totally get it. So this is my next topic here. So FTX, where Sam Bankman-Fried has now, most likely is going to jail for losing billions of dollars of customers' money and mishandling funds. They plan to refund 90% of recovered assets, but they're saying that doesn't add up to 90% of customers' losses. I don't understand their math exactly.
Give it back to the rich guy. Never mind the poor guy. That's what it means.
Yeah, they're going to pay back the rich guys first, the people that are the first money in, first money out people first that lost.
Yeah, Tom Brady and all them clowns. Yeah.
And then the small people that have the $1,000, the $10,000, the $100,000, the $1 million, the $10 million accounts, they're going to get paid last. That's always how it works.
That's the 10% that ain't getting paid.
In a court settlement, that's how it works. They pay all what they would call higher level holders on the inside. They're called insiders in the company first. Then they pay all the little people who typically have less invested in the company.
I did a little math on this while I was bored reading the article. So 90%, which won't cover 90% of the investors, right? So anybody who put $1,000 or under, you're the 5% out. You're gone. You ain't getting nothing. Anybody who put $5,000 or under,
you ain't getting anything.
You're probably not getting anything either. But anybody over that 5,000 mark is getting something back, and most of them are businesses. So the little man, and I don't want to scare you guys away from crypto, because if you feel something and you got a gut, do it. This is like a freak happening. An exchange just don't crawl up to number 2 on the planet behind Binance, ready to take over, and then fall off the map in one day. There was obviously a young guy in charge, and he's going to jail for it. And it's showing that there's kind of regulations with it, right? There kind of is governance, because in the end, the government took over and put people in jail, right?
100%. So this leads me to my next question.
That's an example,
this is what
right, Rich? It's an example with Sam. If somebody does it again, you're 100%. Going to the same place as them.
So that leads me to my next question, Blayze. So this is the question where we get into the top 10 picks for 2024. So what would you say are your top 10 picks for 2024?
I'm going to hide my face and look at my clipboard so you guys don't see me laughing. All right, let's go.
I hope they're going to be good ones.
Okay, number 1. It's right there. Solana. It's my top
Solana's pick. Number 1?
Solana's number 1. Solana's number 1 because I do, and it's funny how you asked those questions about it. And this was already written down yesterday when you gave it, you were talking to me, right? So here's the problem.
Yep.
You got Ethereum, Binance making big money, right? Big money off tokens being created, right? Guess what? Solana's got a better plan. They're my number 1 site. And they took over Ordinals at number 2. Because Ordinals is through Bitcoin, okay? Anything through Bitcoin, Rich, is what's that gold coin you got there, okay? So anything through Bitcoin is gold, okay? The only reason why I took Solana and put it above Ordinals is because Solana is going to have a lot more people creating tokens and whatnot because it's going to be a lot cheaper. You know what I mean? All right, so we go to number 3. It's not a crypto. It's Tesla.
Oh.
I really love Tesla, and I will ride with Tesla until Elon Musk says he's done. Number 4.
I like it. So wait a second. So hold on. So I want to write this down. So number 1. So wait a second. I want to write these down.
Yep.
Okay. So number 1, you got Solana. Number 2. Sorry. Number 2 was what?
Ordinals.
Ordi, guys. ORDI. So Solana is SOL. Ordi is ORDI. That's number 2. Tesla is number 3. TSLA is that stock symbol. And I love Tesla as a stock. So I love your 3 picks.
Yeah,
so far,
Tesla.
actually.
I want to take a lot of my money I make. I want to take a lot of money I make off of crypto and put it on Tesla, just to be honest with you. My end game, Tesla and Bitcoin.
I think that's cool.
You heard it here first. Okay. I'm going to go with Cardano.
I like it.
Cardano's number 4.
Cardano. ADA. Cardano.
And
ADA
guess
is
what?
the symbol. Cardano.
Buddy Chris said it earlier in the beam today. You were talking about charts are important. Nash needs to figure out charts. And Rich is a master at charts. I love when Rich puts up the charts. Free information. Damn good friend right there, guys. When he talks, listen. Chris came out with, I don't look at graphs and this and that. And, you know, Cardano was the one that I never looked at any graphs or anything or stats and nothing. It's in my gut. It's been in my gut for a while, and I got to stick with it. I got it because if I back off, I'm going against the person I want to be in investing in crypto, right? So it's a
I like
gut
them
call.
too. I like Cardano too. I like your first 4 picks.
And then I'm making the obvious, and I'm going to put them in the middle. Okay, because everybody, I'm sick of everybody saying their first 2 picks, Bitcoin and Ethereum, or Ethereum and Bitcoin. That's not going to happen. But in the middle, at 5 and 6, it's Ethereum and Bitcoin. Know why?
Okay, so Ethereum is number 5.
Nowhere. They're not
Ethereum
going
is your
nowhere.
number 5, and
you
Bitcoin
should
is your number
already
6.
have them, right? Out of respect, I put them on the list, but nobody needs to study about Bitcoin and Ethereum. You know what I mean? It's there. It's proven itself.
They're the 2 heavyweights. They've proven themselves. They've been there in every single bull market. They've done well in every single bull market. They've done well this year. We know that they're going to continue to do well next year and the year after that. So, yeah, I agree with you. I think that they need to be on everybody's top 10 list.
I kind of split my top 10 into 2 groups, A and B. So it would be top 10 would be number 5 would be Ethereum closing out the first bracket. And then Bitcoin would be number 6 because they're number 1 in the next bracket. You cannot deny Bitcoin's value. In everybody's chart.
I think everybody should hold some Bitcoin. I think everybody should hold some Bitcoin.
In everybody's chart, Bitcoin should be in your top 3. The reason why it's not my top 3 is because I need to pick something as a co-host that is different than the obvious. Okay, in my opinion, because I'm not going to tell you what you already know, Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I can't not leave them off the list. I can't leave them off the list because then I wouldn't sound like I know what I'm doing. All right, number 7, one of my favorites. It's CRO, CRO, Crypto.com's native token.
Yeah, Crow's done well.
It's an exchange, people. Listen, how many exchanges out there have skyrocketed? In the top 10.
Pretty much
in the top 10 exchanges, their values have gone up, right? CRO is a top exchange valued at 10 cents a share. Don't be the person 10 years from now saying, oh my God, look what it did. I don't want to hear it. Look, for 10 cents a share, everybody should have a little bit of that. If you're a crypto buyer and you're somebody that believes in crypto, you need to have a little bit of that somewhere in your profile. Or your portfolio. Hands down. And number 8, I think Bonk, man. I really think this Bonk token.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know, all my picks are based off a different idea. Like Bonk was the 3rd highest meme token, right? Behind Shiba and Dodge, right?
Yeah.
That's big shoes to fill. That's some big shoes. Like I'm looking at my list. I'm like, how do I not have Bonk in there? Bonk's going to be number 8. Number 8, simply because popularity, the group, you know, the community is huge, and then it's done it. It's number 3, man, on the memes. Like they cracked 2 billion at one point. You got to give them credit, right? Number 9.
Yeah, they've done very well. I know Chris done well.
Is it okay if I got a tie? All right.
Sure.
I'm going on a limb. We're going to go back to the ghosts. We're going to go back to Pepe and my ladies. And we're going to play with those a little bit. And Nickel and Dime make some free money because they're making people money right now. Pepe actually just went up like 16, 17% the other day. So, I mean, they're not dead. The community will keep these tokens going simply because everybody wants to beat Shiba, okay? Or Dodge. So communities get together. They get strong. You get a bunch of people that can invest together. And they pull in together like the Shiba community, and boom, let's go. And number 10, Rich, last but not least, is Karate Combat. Karate Combat.
Oh, wow. Okay, so number 9, you had 2 of them. Okay.
Yeah, number 9, I split them. It's tied, 100% tied.
Okay. I understand.
But number 10 is Karate Combat, hands down, the last one on the list, because it's going to take a little while, but the utility that backs them is incredible. I believe in it. It's another big gut for me and a community thing. Look at all those guys, man. They're going to be getting paid. So I got to go with Karate Combat. Unfortunately, I didn't get to, put one of the tokens in there because it really hasn't shown me enough to put on my top 10. But a close 10th, we'll end it with Rainy. No information.
Okay. Well, you know what? I like your top 10. I think there's some quality there. You got quality names. You got some smaller names. You got some riskier stuff. You also got some safe stuff. And then you got some stuff that's really hot. So I think you got a good list there. And I think that there's going to be some good returns on those investments. I must remind everyone that Rich TV Live is strictly for information and education purposes. Please don't immediately go and buy all of Blayze or my picks, okay? Make sure you make your own picks. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, exactly, and buy something because you believe in it, because you've done the research, because you believe it's going to be a success, and hopefully you can have your own success during this Bitcoin and crypto, and even right now starting to become an NFT bull market. And the stock market, to be quite frank, is in a bull market. We're at an everything bull market essentially. Gold's around all-time highs. Bitcoin's doing very well. Cryptos are doing very well. Stock market's around all-time highs. S&P 500. Dow Jones trading around all-time highs, NASDAQ 100 around all-time highs. So it's been a tough year in some areas, but it's also been really good in others. Now I want to get into this next topic here. So this is the next topic. This is about Do Kwon. So Montenegrin court overturns decision to extradite Tara Do Kwon to the United States. Do you think that that's right? That they should just stop him from being extradited to the United States after he robbed so many people? What do you think about that?
Who stopped his extradition?
Montenegro. He's living. He disappeared to Montenegro. They were doing a ruling, and they decided they're not going to extradite him. The Terra Luna previous CEO back to America. Do you think that that's right? What they're doing, protecting him essentially? Or do you think they should extradite him to America? What do you think?
Look at. I mean, where he is, money talks, right? You paid him.
Yep.
Yeah. They're listening to their boss right now. Of course, they're doing the right thing. But
the same thing happened with Sam Bankman-Fried, and then eventually, the Bahamas gave him up, right?
Yeah, this is different. This is different, though. These people got paid a lot of money. All right. This is different. They don't care about the United States. We don't do nothing for them. They don't care. But it ain't going to stop one of these millionaires and billionaires that got burnt for sending somebody down there to snipe them out somewhere, or the government just to go in and kidnap them and take them themselves. So, and we're not afraid of them going to war with us, So eventually, yeah, we're going to bully them and we're going to take them anyways. So don't worry about it.
Where do you see the markets going in the next year?
Okay, like this, and then like that, and then like that, and then, bro.
And when you say that, are you talking about the crypto world, or are you talking about stocks, or both?
I'm talking about both. Okay, so you're gonna have the stock market above crypto, and then crypto going above the stock market, getting hot, and they're gonna keep switching off simply because we can do it. We can invest in whatever we want because things are going to get better. You know what I mean? So I think it's just they're both going up the stairs together. You know what I mean? So when you go upstairs, what does that mean? It goes up. Positive. We're going in the green at both ends. New change, new president coming. Dude, we already went through our problems. We're going to get a break finally.
Yeah, we need it. We need it.
A lot of signs showing it's going to be green too on both ends. The S&P as well. I mean, come on, bro. That thing. Look,
I hear it.
That thing hit some numbers at one point. So we're in December, so the year is finishing off good, and we got Christmas. Everybody's buying Christmas presents. Not unless everybody's buying stocks and crypto for their gifts. Things going up.
Yeah,
at the end of
the market's doing well. It's a Christmas
market
rally.
actually hit its highest point at in years, right?
It's a Christmas rally. So we're having a Christmas rally.
And then a New Year rally. The New Year rally.
And we still have next week. So hopefully that continues. Now, I want to go into my next question here. New EU sanctions package preclude Russians from owning crypto companies. Do you think that that's right, that they should not be allowing Russians to own crypto companies? Do you think that that's right, what Europe's doing?
European Union don't want to allow Russia to buy crypto?
Russians from owning crypto companies. So Russian people specifically from investing into crypto.
No,
I don't know how they're able to stop that.
Not right. It's not right, bro. At the end of the day, pay your dues, follow the rules, right? Be a good citizen and have freedom. Have your rights. And I don't think anybody's rights should be taken away, period. If I'd be contradicting myself or being a hypocrite if I said it was right that they're doing it. So, no, we need Russia in investing world. We do. We need all the bigs in there. We need everybody in there. So if you don't allow one, you're going to cripple it a little bit, especially Russia.
Okay.
They'll find a way in, but let me tell you, bro, it's not a good idea. That's kind of, I just don't think it's right. No, absolutely not. I stick to my USA law, you know.
This leads me to my next question. Where did you come up with the nickname Blayze?
I gave it to my son, Corbin. I gave it to him as his middle name. And I was crossed between calling him Blayze or Corbin because I felt like he was just going to be this Blayze type kid, like on fire, ready to run and just be, tough. And I ended up swapping it around. And then one day I opened up the LiveMe app and there was the name already in there. It was Blayze-West. My 6-year-old actually signed up and put his and his brother's middle name there. So Gavin
no way.
Me and Corbin loved it, so I kept Blayze.
Wow. Okay. See, I didn't even know that.
So Blayze himself is the creator.
Wow.
Amazing. A 6-year-old child that wanted his daddy to be a superstar.
Look at that, eh?
It's like, Dad, can you be a star? I'm like,
That's an amazing story. I love that.
Yep. So Blayze is my. It was created for my son first, and then he created my tag. He gave it back to me.
Wow.
Unique.
That's an amazing story.
Mm-hmm.
So my next topic here is why Trump was disqualified from Colorado primary ballot and what it means. So, if you've been watching this, Trump was disqualified and moved from the Colorado primary ballot. And now they are saying that other states may follow. What do you think about this? Do you think it's right that they should be removing Trump from the ballot in Colorado? What do you think about this?
Okay, so was it the Democrats and the Republicans both agreeing on this?
I believe the vote was 4-3, and I don't know exactly who voted.
Okay, so there was 3 people that voted for Trump, right?
Correct.
And mysteriously, the rubber match was taken from him. He lost, right? Well, they're in the wrong country. These Colorado representatives. This is the United States of America. Look, if Trump can't gain votes, then his opponent can't. Okay? That's how I'm going to look at it, because Trump's going to fire back and say, if I can't get votes, he ain't. And then another thing is, it's only borrowed votes, bro, because the states that are wanting to keep him off the ballot are kind of going to lose votes for their people they want to elect, because if it goes to the fair rights, where if Trump can't get him, then nobody else can, right? Then his opponent's going to lose a state that they would have won because the state was against them anyway. So why are they doing this? To be distracting us again. It's just a foolish thing. And you know, like at the end of the day, Trump ain't gonna let that happen.
Yeah, I just find it ridiculous. It's like
he's got lawyers, he's got money, he's got rights. That's all I can say.
You're so scared of Trump that you're actually trying to remove him off the ballots. You're not even giving him.
Well, you got to remove everybody off the ballots, bro. You can't just remove. We elect him. He's a candidate. You can't take him off a ballot because if I'm in Colorado, there's only 4 out of 7 that said no. What about the other millions of people that live in the state that like Trump? They have a say too.
100%.
Now you're not giving it an equal and a fair voting. So they got caught cheating and throwing votes away. Now they come up with another way to cheat and just throw it in your face and say, we're going to cheat anyways.
Right in our face.
Right in our face, bro. That's like saying we're cheating. But in the end, they're costing the person they want to be the president votes. They're costing them votes too, because if you don't want one person on the ballot, you ain't doing ballots then. That's how I look at it.
So Blayze, we've only got a few minutes left, a couple more questions. The last question I have for you personally, why did you get involved into social media?
I got involved into social media to kind of refer back to where did I come from? Is simply because it was therapy for me.
I know you mentioned it a few times.
So therapy became hobby, and hobby became habit, and habit became success, you know?
Did you ever see yourself getting into broadcasting when you were younger? Was ever something that you wanted to do? Did you ever see yourself getting into like film or anything like that? Was it ever something you were interested in?
I was kind of shy when I was younger, but when I cracked out of it, man, yeah, I could be the lead singer on stage, front man of a band, drummer. You want me on a podium? Let's go. Yeah, I'm ready for it. I want the world to hear me, because I do think I'm a smart guy. I do think I have a lot of good ideas and great intentions. And I've been around for a while. So was it a passion? Yeah, I was, when we lip sync songs and videotaped it with the first video camera ever that came out when I was a teenager, right? I was the lead singer. I was Axl Rose. I was doing Welcome to the Jungle, you know? So yeah, I had it in me my whole life, and I couldn't believe to actually put a cell phone in your hand and I could do all this stuff like we're doing right now. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how sometimes different roads take you to different places. Sometimes you're not even anticipating where it's going to take you. And like I said, you got 700,000 fans on the platform, and you started off just as therapy, and you ended up becoming the #1 broadcaster on the app. Now, I want to talk about this a little bit here. So the S&P 500 sees its biggest ETF inflow ever. Stock market's at all-time highs. Things have been popping in crypto. Gold's around all-time highs. There's a lot of money flowing into the markets right now. What do you think about that? You think that this can continue into next year? Do you think that the stock market can continue to go higher, despite the fact that we just hit all-time highs in the Dow Jones? We just hit all-time highs in the S&P 500. We hit all-time highs in the NASDAQ 100. Is this going to continue into next year?
Yeah. It's only beginning. I think that companies are going to get stronger. I think, they're going to change, some inflation laws here, and we're going to have a lot more buyers out there, and people are going to feel a little more confident to spend money. And everybody reads the paper and sees people making money off investing during this scared time. People are scared this whole time, and they're making money, right?
Yeah, scared money don't make money, right?
Scared money don't make money. But now when you got some confidence, you got ETFs, you got Bitcoin halving, new president of the United States should be elected if they count the votes right. With all that together, the S&P 500 is going to skyrocket, which is going to boost a couple great companies that, we know,
100%. And we'll be here all the time, every single week after week, all of next year, to talk about it and to share what's happening in the market. And I'm really excited to continue to do this with you, Blayze. We've been doing it now for quite some time. This is our 31st show, the Bull and Bear Show. It's our one-on-one with Blayze. I want to wish everyone that is watching a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I really want you guys all to, enjoy these holidays, use them to regroup and recharge your batteries, and get ready for a massive 2024. I really want to wish everyone a prosperous 2024. We're going to be here every step of the way, giving you the updates on the hottest stocks, hottest crypto, all the different stocks that are making moves, everything that's happening in the world of finance. We're going to talk about stocks, cryptos, NFTs, all of next year. I promise you guys that. And we're going to take, maybe a few days off here to finish off the rest of the year. And I know everyone is, because Christmas is coming. Christmas Eve is coming tomorrow. New Year's is coming. New Year's Eve is coming. So very exciting times. I really want to wish everyone a really safe holidays as well. Please don't drink and drive, and make sure that you are doing the right things and you're not letting your friends and family drink and drive either. That's what Ubers are for. Get in an Uber. I took Ubers yesterday. Had a great time with my friends. Everyone was taking Ubers. Nobody has to worry about drinking and driving. So do things the right way and protect yourselves first and foremost, right? Because your health is your wealth. Blayze, anything you want to say before we say goodbye, my friend? This will be, I think we may have one more show next week.
I think we have a group show before it's over.
Yeah, for the rest of the year. So we'll have one more show before the end of the year. This is the last one-on-one that we're going to have this year, and the second last show we're going to have this year. Anything you want to share with anyone that's watching before we say goodbye?
Hey, basically what you said, I back up 1,000%. Everybody be safe. Look, no drinking and driving, no getting stoned and driving, none of that. Look, go on social media like we do. People sit in a beam. They party together in a beam. Everybody's at home. They're safe. Someone wants to go out and get food. We all talk them out of it. He ain't drinking and driving. It's like we're saving lives. So use social media as a power for the holiday. Those of you that are meeting people in person, get a designated driver. You got Uber, Lyft. I don't know if we should be saying that, but at the end of the day, free advertisement. But to save lives, I don't care. I'll advertise anything like that. Just make sure you call a cab, call a friend, or you always have that group designated driver. Okay, somebody that don't want to drink that night that is willing to pick everybody up. Maybe one or two people. Devise a plan, party hard, have a good time, but stay safe. You know what I mean?
And Blayze, we're looking at the price of Bitcoin right now. Where do you think we're going to see Bitcoin next year? Putting you on the spot before we say goodbye.
Well, after Warren Buffett decides to finally buy into it with the hundreds of millions he's making off his dividends, I think we're going to go through the roof because he's probably going to finally crack.
You think so?
Yeah, I think bro, he just made $1 billion off of dividends.
Well, hey, listen, man, from your lips to God's ears. I don't know if I can buy it because he hates Bitcoin, so I don't know if I can believe it. But hey, you know what? Stranger things have happened, and anything is possible in this world.
Look, there's certain people that are out of his life right now that are influences. So I'm just saying, we still got Elon, we still got a lot of other things. FTX is going to pay back 90%, which is going to bring back a lot more trust to bigger investors. That's why they're worried about paying the bigger investors first. Sorry, guys, but it's true. So with that happening, if they can get back some of that money, guys, look, we got the halving happening. That's obvious. And we got the ETFs coming. Look, where's Bitcoin going? Let me get a 3X till the end of next year. I said, a high number last week, maybe the week before, about 100K. I think it could hit that 150 mark.
Woo, 150. Let's go. I thought 100, but 150. I'll take 150.
Yeah, I was 90 about a week ago, and then I started reading more news like that I usually don't read, and I kind of influenced my idea a little bit, and it brought me back to my first prediction I did over the summer with you, the end of the summer.
You think it 150?
Yeah, it was about 75. But 90, but it only makes sense to triple up,
Hey man, I'll take it.
I said Bitcoin will do it 2.5 times last week, and I said Ethereum will do it 3, but I think Ethereum will go maybe 3. I think they're both going to go neck and neck, and we already know Bitcoin does good, Ethereum does good. So yeah, salute to Bitcoin. Always have it in your top 10, your own personal top 10. When you're in a position like me today, I had to make 2 brackets, put it in the middle, Bitcoin all the way. It's an end game for people. I mean, it's proven itself. So yeah, it's going up, kid. Boom.
And full disclosure, I own Bitcoin and Ethereum and other coins as well that we've talked about today. Not telling anyone to buy it. Blayze and I are not licensed advisors. Okay, we're investors just like you guys, and we hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, fantastic holidays. Thank you for watching on your holidays, wherever you are watching. If you didn't watch it live, we really appreciate if you watch the recorded video. We appreciate that as well. We appreciate your likes, your comments, and we really appreciate if you subscribe and follow us on social media. And I'm also going to have a link to Blayze's direct YouTube channel in the description of this video. So go and follow Blayze. Thank you for watching. I'm your host of the most, your boy Rich from Rich TV. If you're not winning, probably not watching, bringing the winners, CEO interviews, breaking news, trending topics, and we bring them to you first. Thank you for watching, everybody. Blayze, thank you for joining us today, buddy.
I don't know if you saw that weird godly light behind me, but that was odd. Watch that back. It was like a flash behind me, bro. It was really, you got to see what I did. God
Happy
bless.
holidays, everybody. Peace, Blayze. See you soon, buddy. Cheers.